All right, let's get this show started!
An unlikely feud seems to be brewing between the UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria and boxing world champion Terence Crawford. The feud began last week when Topuria shared an image of him and Crawford embracing, captioned, "Who wins this fight?" Topuria went on to claim that he would knock Crawford out within the first round if they ended up clashing in the boxing ring, which didn't sit well with the boxer, who labeled Topuria drunk for his take.
From the UFC world, Ilia Topuria says that if you guys ever boxed, he would knock you out basically the first punch.
That dude drunk, you know. Hey, you know a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol that day.
Now, during a Thursday press conference in Spain, Topuria fired back at Crawford's criticism. He pointed out that crossover fights typically go in one direction, MMA fighters stepping into boxing.
No tengo ninguna opinión, que cuando se quiera medir, cuando quiera poner a prueba su técnica, sus habilidades, aquí estoy para demostrar, porque es que últimamente me molesta porque hay muchos boxeadores que salen y siempre se meten en nuestro juego y nos critican y siempre nos quieren por debajear, y la verdad es que hay muchos atletas que han intentado ir al boxeo y probar sus habilidades, pero no conozco a muchos de ellos que hablan tanto que hayan probado sus habilidades en MMA. Pero de todas maneras, cualquiera que quiera, aquí estamos.
During the presser, Topuria also said he would be open to running for president of Spain like Conor McGregor.
Viendo como alguna vez hace una comparativa contigo con Conor McGregor en algunos aspectos, viendo sus últimos vídeos, donde ha habido un vídeo donde se está presentando para presidente de Irlanda, ¿te ves en el futuro presentándote para presidente en España o Georgia?
Se viene, se siente, Ilia presidente. La verdad, en este punto de mi carrera, de mi vida, o sea, no lo he pensado nunca he tenido ese tipo de reflexión de que si quería ser el presidente o no, pero si al pueblo le hace falta, por supuesto que sí.
Muchas gracias.
Strickland just got into a semi-heated exchange with Derek Moneyberg. Moneyberg, who is a self-styled financial guru with no known competition accolades, has ignited one of the most divisive controversies in Brazilian jiu-jitsu history by claiming a black belt after just 3.5 years of training. Standing beside MMA legends Jake Shield, Lyoto Machida, Glover Teixeira, and Frank Mir, Moneyberg posted a triumphant announcement citing about 3,000 hours on the mats, intense private coaching, and 0 days missed. He even claimed that Royce Gracie told him he had done 10 years of work in 3.5. But in a community where rank has traditionally been earned through blood, sweat, and public testing, not private checks and social media posts, the backlash was instant and fierce. Now Strickland has joined the conversation, confronting Moneyberg in person and sharing a video of their exchange on social media, where he accused Derek of using low-paid UFC fighters to peddle his alleged financial scams.
Crazy enough, guys. Look who I ran into. This guy's real big, real jacked. He says, why do I call him a scumbag on the internet? This is why I asked. And again, you could say...
So you got to do that for camera. You can't have a private conversation like an adult. You can only do things for the internet. You can't have a private
because
conversation.
What I have to say is factual, and you guys...
It's not factual.
So you guys, let me tell you why I don't... Would I like to get free money from this guy? Yeah, sure. Would I pay me money for...
But Sean, when I just asked you, hey, have a conversation...
Well, you asked me why I called you a
then you need to have your camera.
No,
you can only talk on the internet.
But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
Only on the internet.
But I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
You're the one being the scumbag right
now. No, I'll tell you why.
I'm saying it to your face.
I'll tell you why.
You're the one being the scumbag right now.
I love my fans more than anything, you guys. And would I love to go take free money from this guy and peddle? Yeah, would I love to make free money from this guy? I would. I absolutely would. I would love to. But this man takes advantage of low-paid UFC fighters who are great men who are just trying to make their mortgage and live a life. And he takes advantage of these men, and he uses their platform to peddle financial scams, and he sues people. And what he does is so dishonest and so scummy that no, I will not. Just because you're nice and you shake my hand and you say you're my buddy, no. You are a fraud. You are dishonest. You fraud people. This is why you don't want to be on camera, because you know everything I say is true. You've sued your people. I will never peddle his shit to you guys because I love you guys, man. Financial advice is easy. It's easy. Invest in solid mutual funds. Have a high yield account. You can buy individual stocks, but it's risky. I wouldn't recommend it unless you really pay attention. Real estate also risky. Your best real estate investment is going to be your first house when interest rates are better. But you are a scumbag and you're a fraudster, and the fact that you can't have this conversation on camera because you know everything I'm saying is true, and you won't use my platform or my name to peddle your shit to my followers. It ain't happening, dude. Go scam somebody else.
Former three-time UFC middleweight title challenger Yoel Romero is making his highly anticipated bare-knuckle boxing debut tomorrow night when he takes on Theo Dukas in the featured bout of BKFC 80, Perdomo vs. Adams 2, inside Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. The two fighters faced off at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and Romero, still an absolute physical specimen at 48, looked ready to make an immediate impact in the promotion.
Yoel Romero, 212.2. What a feature fight we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. The MMA Talk. Yoel Romero taking on
During a recent appearance on the Zach Gelb Show, Dana White revealed that Jon Jones apologized for how the Tom Aspinall negotiations played out. However, despite the apology, Dana firmly shut down any possibility of Jones fighting at the White House.
I mean, it's 1,000,000,000 to odds that Jon Jones will be on the White House card. Jon Jones will be on that fight card.
Listen, Jon Jones was obviously saying all the right things. So he reached out to me and apologized and all this stuff.
What was that conversation like?
Well, it wasn't a conversation. He reached out. He wrote, like a text saying, "Listen, sorry how this all played out or whatever. I want to fight at the White House. I'm serious about that."
Has that changed your view?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
So there's no chance he's going to be
No,
on the
I
White House
appreciate it. I appreciate him reaching out, but I need people I can count on, and I know who they are. I know who they are not. Jon Jones is the greatest of all time, but what he's not the greatest at is delivering. He's not my clutch guy that I know is going to be there and not pull out. Conor McGregor has always been that guy. Let me know who I'm fighting when you figure it out. He doesn't care. I know more than everybody else knows about every fighter that's ever fought in the UFC. Publicly, guys like to talk a mean game, and then behind the scenes, it's a whole nother ball game on what they want to really do and who they want to really fight.
On Thursday, Dana White also went back and forth with a reporter at the Canelo vs. Crawford press conference after being asked about the UFC antitrust lawsuit.
Why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion. If you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview. This isn't about me and my business. It's about these 2 guys on Saturday night.
My follow-up, Dana. Earlier this week, the California State Athletic Commission had a hearing about TKO trying to bring those changes to the Ali Act, and it was postponed 3 months because of...
Listen, I get it. You want to showboat right now. Set up an interview with me if this is really what you want to talk about.
It's America, baby.
If you have
First
questions
Amendment.
for these 2, ask them and you can set up an interview with me.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Ali Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an asshole, let's do it in private and we can do an interview.
Yes or no?
If you want to showboat, I get it. If you have questions for these 2 that are fighting on Saturday, that's a different story.
Fight.
This isn't a discussion to have at a press conference for these 2 that are going to fight on Saturday, 2 legends. If you want to set up an interview with me and ask me these questions, let's do it one-on-one.
Sounds
and
good.
You can ask me anything you want.
All right. Well, Terence and Saul have a good fight.
Yeah, you have a question for these 2?
No.
No? Beat it. Go ahead. Who's next?
The UFC boss also did Turki Alalshikh dirty at the end of the Canelo-Crawford presser by refusing to make an announcement Turki had asked for.
There is big surprise from Dana White. He will announce it now.
Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. We appreciate it. We're going to face these guys off for photo ops. We'll see you at the weigh-ins.
Glory kickboxing champion Rico Verhoeven showcased his skills in MMA sparring against UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall, surprising many with his versatility. During the sparring session, Verhoeven managed to catch the British champ off guard with a well-executed double leg takedown, a move few expected from the striking specialist. Now, some may view this as a playful spar, which it very much is. However, the Dutch kickboxer is known for having some of the highest fight IQ not just in kickboxing but all of combat sports. So if he ever chose to follow a new career in MMA, the heavyweight division would become a lot more interesting.
Please, keep this footage. Please, keep this footage. Go.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Fight Sport Focus. Number 2 meme was posted by Undisputed Take. And number 1 meme was posted by Pasta Bros. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.